Hey y'all, I'm going to work on this journal. I went through my stash and dug out some things that I thought I might want to use in here. I have a vintage music sheet, appropriate. Don't know how I'm going to use it yet, but I'm going to use at least part of it. Pretty tattered, so I don't mind ripping it up. I have a digital printable here. I have no idea where I got this from, but I'm going to use that Seahorse. Kind of liked this image out of a book that I had. Cool map on the back. Found these in a National Geographic or wildlife magazine of some sort. I have a whole box of nothing but mermaid and oceanic things. I like that sand dollar and these starfish. And then I have this little book here, this children's book about sea life. So I'm going to dig through it and see what I can find. Kind of really dig that fish. I end up going back to that fish several times. Sea turtle for sure is happening. So I'm going to tear that page out of the book. Again, not sure how I'm going to use it, but this is my creative process. This is my design process. And I'm going to skip through a few things here in a little bit and speed this video up some. Flip through some more of this book. So I go back to this fish again. Somehow I'm going to end up incorporating this fish, I think. Or I don't know. This fish is going to be used soon. There's just something about it. The kit that I'm using is a digital printable journaling kit from Mindfull Image. You can go and download it, purchase it and download it from her website. It's called the Seahorse Royalty Junk Journaling Kit. And I'll have that information linked below. And I'm going to skip ahead a little bit and move past this fish. Flip through the book some more. I really like this lionfish. And there's a seahorse on this side. So I'm going to take this out. And I also know that I'm going to take that picture of that jellyfish right next to it as well. And I'm going to speed up the video because I do a lot of trying to decide. So I'm done with that book. And I'm going to work through the images I've already chosen and figure out where and how I'm going to use them. And that requires a whole lot of page turning. Trying to match colors. Okay, I decide I want to make a pocket on this page. So I'm just going to cut this guy down to fit on here, and then I will paper clip him in place for now. I did decide to go ahead and use those tags that I made in a previous video as tuck spots on the inside cover. So here I'm just gluing those into place. Now I'm going to decide what to do with this lionfish. Eventually I decide that it's going to be a belly band, and I cut it down to fit on the page right in the center of this page. So I cut it to fit the page, and then when I finish the belly band, I'll be able to tuck a piece of paper into it. Now for the seahorse. I ended up cutting the image of the seahorse off because the blue just wasn't flowing with the rest of the journal. So I kept the informational part, and I still am not sure what I'm going to do with it. More than likely I will make a journaling card with that. So I just tucked it into the front for now, and I'll make something with it later. And then I cut down the digital printable seahorse image and found a spot for it. I like it here. Not sure if it's going to be a pocket or what it's going to be yet either. And now the jellyfish image. And I know I'm going to turn it into a pocket. Later on, I might move this piece, or I might adjust the blue background on it, but for now I'm paper clipping it there. And then I found this piece of paper. It's a piece of scrapbooking paper that I had left. It's not quite the size that I want to use on this page, but I really like the color of the paper with the color of that seahorse that's hanging over her shoulder. So I'm going to tuck that in there for now and see if I have a larger piece. It's the fish. The fish is back again. So I'm going to fold him up and tuck him into the book. See if I can do something with him later. Okay, this piece of paper. I found a bigger piece. Kind of excited about that. And I'm going to speed this video up a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and make a pocket for this left page out of this piece of paper. I'm going to follow this water line and kind of make it look like the waves are coming up on a beach. That's the plan. So here I'm just doing a lot of trimming, trying to get this piece to fit on the page how I want it to. And since this is going to be a pocket, I want to make it thicker. So I'm going to layer it onto this piece of cardstock. I'm just going to glue it down, cut around it. And then I'm going to take some Distress Oxide and ground espresso. And I'm going to ink up this piece. Okay, now I have a pocket, and it'll be a top-loading pocket. I'm going to clip it into place. I will stitch around that pocket before I actually glue it into the book. I did some more digging through my box of things. I found some more different images that I can use in this journal, but these that I got from the nature magazines, I thought this one went really well with the colors on this page layout. So I'm going to play with this for a few minutes and try to decide how I'm going to use it. Ultimately, I decided to chop a big section off, and I'm going to end up turning this into a journaling card to put inside of that pocket. Yep, I'm very happy with that. Later on, I'll back that piece and stitch around it, maybe add a few more things to it, but for now, I'm just going to leave it tucked into that pocket. In my search for things, I found some 12 by 12 scrapbook papers that had some different sections on them. This one I want to take this notes section off of, and I'm going to use it in the journal. Now, let me speed this up. Okay, and on this piece, I want to take the compass and possibly this other section that's a quote. And we'll see how this goes. So I start trying to figure out where in the journal these pieces will fit. Kind of like that there, but I didn't like how it looked tucked into that Seahorse spot. I did like the notes tucked in there, but I ended up deciding to put it on another page. And I think I'm either going to make it a flip up or a flip out. This compass I liked on this page. The colors matched her headpiece really well. And then there's that fish again. This quote kind of like it here. Then me and this fish. I don't know what it is about that. What it is about that fish. It's gonna happen one way or another. And then I still have these large images, but I want to work on the pockets and things that I've already got going on in here right now, and get those backed, stitched, and glued into the journal, and get the journaling cards that I've chosen to do so far done. The flip that I decided to put in done. And then I'll be back with another video. Thanks for watching, y'all.